Hi, I'm Craig Wills. I'm Brooke Wills' dad.
I'm Bridget Ray. I'm her best friend. Individuals that have experienced deeply traumatic events are highly likely to develop a condition called post-traumatic stress disorder. This stressor and trauma-related disorder, commonly known as PTSD, leads to a wide range of symptoms such as memory troubles, hyperarousal, and sleep disturbances. PTSD rates are much higher in the military population than almost anywhere else, with diagnosis rates ranging from 9 to 31%. In order to understand what needs to be done for this population, we must first understand how PTSD works. It doesn't look the same in every individual. It's a unique combination of gene and environmental factors that determines how PTSD and its severity looks in each individual. There are three main brain structures that are involved in PTSD: the amygdala, the hippocampus, and the prefrontal cortex. The prefrontal cortex has to do with cognitive functioning and processing. The hippocampus and the amygdala, which experience severe mass loss after the onset of PTSD. The hippocampus has to do with memory issues, and the amygdala has to do with emotional processing, such as fear responses. Additionally, there are functional changes that occur in the brain as well. One of the most common ones is the alteration in the stress response system in individuals that has to do with the HPA axis. Also known as the fight or flight response in individuals, PTSD essentially rewires the way that individuals process fear and respond to it. There are many different treatment options available to veterans, and usually it's a combination of medication and therapy that is recommended. The most common medication that is prescribed is for sleep disturbances, such as nightmares or insomnia. Therapy, such as one-on-one therapy, like prolonged exposure, is recommended in order to deal with the emotional issues related to PTSD. Although we know much more now about PTSD and how it can be treated than we did even 10 years ago, there's a wide range of things that we still don't know, and there are many gaps in the literature. For one, mostly older cohorts of military veterans have been studied. Veterans from the Vietnam War, the Korean War, but there is very little attention paid to the veterans of today. Also, female veterans have been very rarely studied or interviewed, even though they are much more likely to experience trauma than males, including physical assault and sexual assault. Even though we know more today than at any other point, it's wise to consider these different options in order to expand on what we know about PTSD and to provide more treatment options for veterans in the future. Thank you.